Alright, here I am with the bottom half of Trish's music case for her Zither. I'll move it over here in the sunlight so you can see it. And what I did was I took it and ran it across the belt sander so that I smoothed all the edges out here so that they're all level. And I also went around the corners and rounded them off and rounded off kind of the bottom of it here. This part will be flat so that the lid will come down on it, and these parts will be kind of rounded off, and I kind of smoothed it all up real good. Having done that, my next step is going to be to paint it. And a while back my neighbor gave me a bunch of cans of old paint, and I don't know what's in them. They're labeled, I know they're enamel. They're up here behind all this stuff. I know they're enamel, but I don't know what color they are or what they are. Car paint, house paint, there's some yellow there, there's some white. I'm going to open a can of that paint, I'm going to stir it up and see what color it is. Whatever color it is, I'm going to paint it onto that box there. Some people said, oh, you should do clear, you know, do it in clear and lacquer it. And I used to work in an antique furniture shop. I know all about clear and lacquer, but I don't want to do that because, you know, to be honest with you, it's just a plywood box with some oak bracing. It ain't pretty wood. It ain't nothing special. A coat of paint all over it will help. Paint has a great gluing effect, and it'll help glue it all together. It'll help, you know, after it dries, it'll prime it. I can take sandpaper and go around the edges and knock the grain down. So it'll be like a first step in building this into a case that'll be comfortable to handle and carry around. While the paint's drying, I'm going to work on the lid. I've got a lid roughed out, but it needs to be reinforced with this same, you know, I'm going to do oak bracing around the edge of the lid. Put this plywood lip on it so that the two lips come down together, and then I'll be able to you know, attach my hinges and my handles and everything to the oak that's up under this plywood. So with that said, I'm going to shut up and get out a can of paint. We're going to mix it up, slap a little paint on this baby, and then see what it looks like after that. Oh, I'll go ahead and show you this before I start. Here's my lid, and like I say, this is just a piece of plywood with some stuff around the edges. It fits on there nice. You know, there's a little this is actually made out of a piece of old tongue and groove wood, so I got the lip on the back side of it right back here, and there'll be another layer of plywood on the outside, and plus there's going to be another little section of oak, so this is going to sit up to be about that tall when I get it finished. Next thing I'm going to do is cut that oak, and I'm actually cutting it out of an oak board I've got over here. Here it is right here. This is an old oak board that came out of the house from somewhere, and what I'm doing is just cutting off slivers of it. I cut off slivers like this for the bracing, and this is what I'm doing. You know, I'll run it through the table saw and take a piece off and then trim it down until I get pieces like this, and then I'll run those pieces along the inside of this box. So next thing I got to do, I guess, is get all dusty with my table saw, cut me some slivers, and we'll go from there. I'll do my painting first, that way that can be dry. In fact, if you look out there, you'll see Zachy the dog sitting out there in the sunshine. He's loving this after a long winter. So what I'll do is I'll paint that box out, and I'll sit it out here in the sunshine so it won't get sawdust all over it. And that box and Zachy can keep each other company.